been diverted many times over the years to fill ponds, power water mills, and even to supply a brewery. Eastbourne prospered during the Middle Ages as a sheep farming area and thriving fishing centre. In 1555, the settlement was sold to three wealthy Sussex families: the Burtons, the Gilfordges, and the Selwyns, whose legacy can be seen throughout the town today by way of street names and features. An essay by Dr. Richard Russell in 1752 extolled the medicinal benefits of the seaside. His views were of great advantage to the south coast, and Eastbourne became known as the Empress of watering places. By the mid-19th century, most of Eastbourne was owned by just two families. Most of the land owned by the Cavendish family was along the seafront, whereas the Gilbert family's land was generally slightly inland. We are now gradually climbing up the chalk downs, and it is this hill that the residents of Eastbourne can thank for keeping them sheltered from the worst high winds. The cliffs of Beachy Head face southwards, and therefore subject to severe southwesterly gales, and it's the constant erosion of the faces by these storms that maintains the magnificent whiteness of the cliff face. The coast is receding by up to 3 feet a year, and sometimes there's even a larger fall. In 2002, a large piece of Beachy Head's cliffs fell into the sea, and the debris from this is still visible today. Beachy Head cliffs have been eroding for the last 10,000 years, ever since the end of the last ice age. The chalk of Beachy Head and the surrounding area is made up of billions of tiny animal shells or conifers, which can only be seen under a microscope. So small that you can fit around 1,000 of them on a pinhead. You can also see thin black bands of the chalk. These are formed by a chemical process which dissolves the silica fragments. When sea creatures such as sponges die, they leave behind tiny silica fragments which ingrain themselves into the chalk and form flint nodules. Flint is one of the most useful rocks man has ever found. It's an extremely hard mineral, and when struck, it breaks with a shell-shaped fracture, with razor-sharp edges which can easily cut meat. If you find the black robin farm stock, please ring the bell. From the top of Beachy Head, please stay on the bus. Losing their lives, the Parliament was petitioned to build the lighthouse as early as 1691. Parson Darby, the local rector, was so distraught by the death of the sailors on the rocks that he made it his mission to single-handedly carve out a series of tunnels in the cliff face known as the Parson Darby Holes, leading to a cave 20 feet above the high water mark, from which he shot warning rays to help sailors. His grave may be seen in the Eastbourne Parish Church. Many locals say that you can see plants from the top of Beachy Head, but this is a myth, due to it being 68 miles south from here across the English Channel. The body of water that separates southern England from northern France and usually credited as the busiest shipping area in the world. Beachy Head and the Seven Sisters are famous for their white chalk cliffs. We will pass the granite monument, which was erected in 2012 when it was airlifted to Beachy Head using an RAF Chinook helicopter. The 6-ton memorial is to men who died serving in Moral Command. This area of headland over the cliff tops would have been one of the last sights seen by many airmen.